Ever wonder how a field that started with some vague ideas about thinking machines turned into one of the most powerful forces reshaping our world today? How artificial intelligence went from science fiction fantasy to running your phone's voice assistant and now steering billion-dollar companies?
Well, today we're diving into the rise of AI. It's a journey packed with brilliant minds, unexpected setbacks, and jaw-dropping breakthroughs. Welcome to the Nextool Podcast. I'm Jafar, CEO of Nextool.
And I'm Ilkin Jafarli, COO of Nextool AI. Buckle up, folks, because this isn't just a history lesson. It's the roller coaster tale of ambition, failures, and comebacks that turned AI into the next big thing.
AI is everywhere these days, from helping us choose the best pizza topping to navigating self-driving cars. But this journey didn't happen overnight, and today we're exploring how AI evolved over the decades. This episode is all about the story behind artificial intelligence. How did it become what it is today? Where did it all start?
You know, AI didn't just pop out of nowhere. It's been a roller coaster of dreams, setbacks, breakthroughs, and at times, wild expectations. Think of it like this. At every point in history, people were trying to build the future. Sometimes they failed. Sometimes they succeeded beyond their wildest dreams.
And sometimes, well, things didn't quite go as planned. Buckle up, folks. This one's going to be a ride.
It's summer of 1956. Picture a small room on Dartmouth's campus. A group of young, ambitious scientists huddle around a blackboard, chalk dust swirling in the air. They have one goal: to make machines that can think like humans. This moment would spark a revolution. But no one in that room could have predicted the roller coaster ride AI was about to take. And neither could they have imagined how today AI would be everywhere, from our phones to our cars. One of them makes a bold prediction.
Within a generation, we'll have machines as smart as humans.
These guys, John McCarthy, Marvin Minsky, and others, weren't just dreamers. They were playing with fire.
And one of them, a computer scientist named John McCarthy, was bold enough to call it artificial intelligence. McCarthy believed that machines could simulate every aspect of learning and intelligence just like the human brain. They believed they were standing on the brink of a technological revolution. With government funding pouring in, everyone thought that intelligent machines were just a few clever algorithms away. But as you'll see, things didn't go exactly as planned.
Can you imagine the energy in that room? These were some of the brightest minds of the time, and they were convinced they were on the verge of a breakthrough. The US government even threw money their way, hoping AI could give them an edge during the Cold War.
By the 1970s, reality hit hard. Teaching machines to think was far more difficult than anyone imagined. Computers back then could barely process a fraction of what was needed. Marvin Minsky, one of the pioneers, once said, "In 3 to 8 years, we'll have a machine as intelligent as an average human." Spoiler alert, that didn't happen.
As hope dwindled, so did the money. Governments and universities pulled back their funding. AI research was put on ice, and many of the brightest minds left the field altogether. It was a cold, hard winter for artificial intelligence. It's almost poetic, isn't it? Scientists promised the moon, but they couldn't even get the rocket off the launch pad. The world moved on. AI was deemed a failure, just another overhyped dream.
Government funding dried up. The dream of building an electronic brain was put on ice. This was the start of the first AI winter, a period when AI research lost steam and enthusiasm turned to skepticism. But here's the thing with ambitious ideas, they never really go away. By the 1980s, a new type of AI emerged, expert systems. These weren't the robots of sci-fi dreams, but they were practical solutions, programs that mimicked human decision-making in fields like medicine and engineering. Industries bought into the hype again. Even the Japanese government poured millions into AI research through its ambitious fifth-generation computer project. But as the 1990s rolled around, the momentum slowed once more. The tools were impressive, but far from human-like intelligence. The revival was fueled by fresh government funding, especially from Japan, which launched the fifth-generation computer project. AI was back, and it was suddenly $1 billion industry pouring $400 million into AI research. It felt like the second coming of AI.
But just like before, the hype outpaced the technology. Expert systems were great at narrow tasks, but useless when asked to do something outside their programming. By the end of the 80s, funding dried up again, and AI fell into another winter. And then came the moment that would shake the world. 1997. IBM's Deep Blue faced off against Garry Kasparov, the world's greatest chess champion. Everyone thought Kasparov had it in the bag. I mean, how could a machine beat a grandmaster? IBM's Deep Blue defeated Garry Kasparov, the reigning world chess champion. It was a man versus machine showdown, and for the first time, the machine won. It was a jaw-dropping moment. For the first time, a machine outwitted the best human player in the world.
The dream wasn't dead, it was just buried, waiting for the right breakthrough.
That victory was more than just a PR win for IBM. It was proof. Computers weren't just fast calculators. They could outthink us in certain areas. Suddenly, AI wasn't just a lab experiment. It was a new player on the global stage. This was a defining moment. Suddenly, AI wasn't just an academic exercise. It was real. If a machine could outthink the best chess player in the world, what else could it do? But Deep Blue had its limits. It was built for one thing, playing chess. Outside the chessboard, it was as clueless as a toaster. The question lingered, when will AI become truly intelligent?
Fast forward to the 2000s. AI began sneaking into our everyday lives, first with speech recognition software, then with virtual assistants. Do you remember the first time you asked Siri to tell you a joke? Let's be honest, Siri's jokes were pretty bad, but the point was clear. AI was here to stay, and it was getting smarter thanks to advances in neural networks and machine learning. One of the biggest breakthroughs came in 2012 when Geoffrey Hinton and his team demonstrated the power of deep learning at a competition called ImageNet. That moment changed everything. Suddenly, machines were recognizing objects, understanding speech, and even predicting outcomes. This was AI's second coming. Suddenly, companies like Google and Facebook were throwing billions into AI. It wasn't just about winning games anymore. AI could now recognize faces, translate languages, and even predict your next online purchase. These tools weren't just smart, they felt almost human. And that's the scary part, isn't it? People started wondering, how far will this go? Are we on the verge of creating something we can't control? Experts like Geoffrey Hinton, the pioneer of deep learning, started raising the alarm. In 2023, he resigned from Google to warn the world about the risks of creating artificial general intelligence, machines that could think and act on their own. Fast forward to today, and AI is everywhere. ChatGPT, DALL-E, and Midjourney are creating things we used to think only humans could. AI is driving cars, writing articles, even composing music. We've come a long way from that small room at Dartmouth, and we're just getting started, and the race is on. Companies are pouring billions into AI research, each one hoping to build the next breakthrough. Some experts believe we're only a few decades away from creating machines that think like us, or even better than us. Experts predict that transformative AI, systems as capable as the human brain, could be here by 2040. The race is on, and every tech company in the world wants a piece of it.
The question now isn't if AI will change the world, it's how far it will go. Will we see AI-powered governments, AI doctors diagnosing diseases before symptoms appear, or something even more mind-blowing? One thing's for sure, the future belongs to those who adapt. At Nextool.ai, we're here to help you navigate that future.
All right, folks, that's a wrap on today's episode. From the early dreams of Dartmouth to the revolution happening today, AI has proven it's more than just hype. Next time, we'll dive into the AI tools you need for 2024, the ones that will give you a competitive edge. Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with anyone curious about the future of AI.
Thanks for listening, and remember, the future is powered by AI. Stay ahead, and we'll see you next time on the Nextool Podcast.